Why lying for?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying. This is way too cold, you need a jacket. This place is way too cold, you need a jacket. Jacket, 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 jacket. This place is way too cold, you need a jacket. This is way too cold, you need a jacket.
Give me wife, give me children, give me this, give me that. Kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill my enemy. Give me, kill my enemy, give me. Anyone that doesn't want me to succeed, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me this, give me that. Kill my enemy, give me that. Give me this, give me die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me.
I am a money maker, hands to the edge, I'm a money maker. 4 1 down, you're a money maker. If you're on this train, money maker. Hands to the air, money maker. 4 1 down, money maker. On this thing, money maker. You see us terminal. You see me, you see me. I ain't watching you, I ain't watching her, I ain't watching him. I got to dance and bubble and sing. Terminal 4 with a terminal 3. Terminal 4 with a power nose. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Don't let my house, to the body out of the house. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Come on, talk to them. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Hold on, hold on. I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah. Hey, sleep up, hold on. Hey, Wiggy, hold on. I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah. Can I please have your attention? I said this is the captain's weekend, and I'm in the terminal 4. Can I please have your attention? Early. Oi! We got Andy Dole stepping up next. Andy. Here, hell yeah, we got the mic in here. It's funny, they loud and clear. Ravens here, we're vibing. We said it's nice in here. Hell yeah, we got the vibe in here. Oli. Oi. Right, I know it's 12 o'clock, so it's got to be somebody's birthday. Whose birthday is it now? It's officially 12 o'clock. Hold tight, James. Well, big up yourself. Step forward.
Yo, y'all got the end of the Benz like, walk on, we telling me. Come on, big up the real G's in the building, man. Come on, let it play. G block up in this bitch. You hear me? You mean? Yeah, man. I tell you what, let me shout out who I rate, yeah? So shout out Simon Harrison, walk on. You mean? I said Z3. There. Only one Southside, you mean? Come on, my G. Jenna. Come on, old tight. Rika B, walk on, Reeks. What you saying? Come on, Kane Black, there. Yeah, alright, Randy Bennett. Come on, slap the like button. What them feel like. Alright, so yeah, man. You see the title of the show, yeah? 20% of reform MPs are convicted women beaters. I thought the Tories are anti-protest also, yeah? So let's see if we can do some quick maths. Yeah, so if we've got 5 MPs, that's 100%, right? We got 5 MPs, that's 100%. Quick maths, yeah? All right. So if we take 1 away from the 5, how much percentage of MPs have we removed? Pardon? What did you say? 20%, yeah? Oh, man. Click it. Let it play.
UK MP is a convicted woman beater, and more details have come out since. This is James McMurdoch, and he is the Reform UK MP for Basildon and East Thurrock, and 18 years ago he went to prison for beating his then girlfriend. Now, when this offence first came to light, McMurdoch tried to downplay it, saying that he merely pushed her, but the court documents have since been revealed, and they have said that McMurdoch repeatedly kicked her and pled guilty to assault by beating, so not really the minor teenage discretion McMurdoch wanted us to think that this was. Now, before anybody asks, yes, Reform UK were more than aware of McMurdoch's history and clearly thought, yes, that's the type of person we want representing us. So the next time you see an MP of theirs bang on about protecting women and girls, just remind them that 20% of their MPs have gone to prison for beating a woman. Now, regardless of any prior disagreements, I would like to think we could all agree that somebody like that should be nowhere near public service, but clearly not. There's people trying to downplay this, say that it happened 18 years ago, but an offence like that would ban you from being in most public-facing jobs. If McMurdoch wanted to be a teacher, for example, he wouldn't have even gotten onto the PGCE, because the enhanced DBS check he would have had to have done would have flagged that and deemed him inappropriate for the job. But somehow the same levels of scrutiny are not applied to potential lawmakers, which is absurd and wrong. As I am sure we are all aware, there is a petition doing the rounds calling for a general election. Now, if you happen to live in Basildon and East Thurrock and you're not happy about a convicted woman beater representing you, then you could launch a recall petition to get rid of him. Criminals should not be deciding our laws. Simple as that. You might remember that a reform...
There you go. Man. So the Reform MC just whoop that trick. Get him, whoop that trick. Get him, whoop. Yo. And my man thought he was DJ from Hustle and Flow and that. My man thought he was DJ from Hustle and Flow and that. You hear me? Oh, man. He said, whoop that trick. Get him, whoop that trick. You hear me? You know, it's hard out here for a pimp. Trying to get the money for the rent. I know the gas money Cadillac spent. You know, it's hard out here for a pimp. Mod. Yo. Yeah, man, sir. That's what's funny about these dons, isn't it, man? You hear a lot of these guys keep talking about this. Oh, we're protecting the girls. We're protecting the women. You always find out, right? These men have got grape charges, beat up the gal them, non-soft youths, all sorts. It's like, God damn. You hear me? God damn. Yeah, man, sir. Don't let none of these yellow-toothed, prescription drugged, fucking hunchbacked, Zimmer frame wearing, knee support having, bingo wing flapping, benefit receiving, pieces of shit try to tell you anything about Reform Party. Tell her to fuck off, man. You hear me? How about? Shut up. You hear me? Eat it. You bet. Protect what guy? How you mean? He's gonna break her jaw if she don't do what he says. Are you alright? Yeah, that's your guys, cuz. What? Yo. Yeah, tap on cloud. I'm to some guy. Anyway. So let's move on. Yeah, shout out Champagne Socialists. I hear what's mad, yeah, how the people that seem like they talk sense or whatnot, when they speak, sound like they've at least read one book or something. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, the Black Pearl. I want my country back. Cause I need to get the Black Pearl. Yeah, me. Just shut up, man. Fucking goblins of the Caribbean. Hey. Yeah, man. Big up the latecomers, man. Yeah, morning. Morning. Hey, now the morning, is it? Alright. So let's... Oh, that one didn't even move enough. Let me move Mo up. 1 sec. Alright. Yeah, man, sir. Yeah, man. Yo, Winston Churchill would have voted for Brexit, yeah? But Winston Churchill was still letting the bomber-clad American army practice racism within the UK when the American troops came over to fight in World War II in, I think it was, is it Leicester? Imagine, yeah? The place today, Leicester. I think Leicester was a non-black zone, yeah? But they ain't gonna tell you about this, man. You hear me? They ain't gonna tell you about this shit. You hear me, cuz? But yeah, I listen, yeah, I listen to one dude, he's on YouTube as well, yeah. He says, they ain't gonna tell you this shit, so I'm gonna have to. You hear me, yeah? Because they ain't gonna tell you this shit, so I'm gonna have to, yeah? So let it play it.
Secretly agreed that the American military could practice segregation here, but they could not expect our police authorities to enforce it. But for British police on the front line, in reality, it wasn't that simple, as I discovered in a remarkable secret document.
So I looked in the American archives.
Okay.
And this is part of a file that they've produced about relations between white and black soldiers. And one of the papers in here is actually from a British police officer, a liaison officer between the Americans and the British police.
Okay.
If you read it, it's quite astonishing.
The question is being considered as to the advisability of white troops visiting Leicester for recreation purposes on the same nights. An effort is also being made to place Leicester out of bounds troops, so the whole city would be out of bounds. That's apartheid, that's segregation.
It is.
So a whole city could be segregated?
Whole cities could be. The Americans called them liberty towns, where white troops only could go.
Liberty towns?
Liberty towns.
Where did they use that?
Near to Leicester is Kettering, and that was a black town.
So
and the idea was
that was an oppression town?
Well, I don't know.
So this British police liaison officer is trying to advise how to navigate a problem that the Americans, a race problem that the Americans have brought to this country.
Yeah, exactly.
Churchill's...
Yeah, see it there? Hey, you gotta learn from the past so you don't make the same mistakes in the future. You hear me, cuz? Because, yo, imagine, yeah, some people can go from oppressed to oppressors. Yeah? In less than 2 generations, mate. So, yo, history is important, cuz. Get it, cuz. Okay, hold on. Let me enlarge up the screen so you can see Gaza votes. Are you mad? Yo, and you got, yeah, hey, what I'm saying, you don't want to take time, innit? Cause every 2 seconds, you know what, actually, I don't give a fuck what you're saying. Who gives a shit what any of you pussy think? Huh? Not me. You hear me? All right. So let's talk about this botted ass petition that these spices, yeah, you're gonna feel the pain, yeah, that these spices, yeah, are believing are gonna bring forth a general election. It's not, bruv. Yeah. Hey, my bad. I got a phone call still, man. It went a bit mad still, but alright, give me 2 secs. Let me load up the next cannon still. Let me load up the next cannon. Cannon. Alright, so like we were saying, yeah, like I was saying before I got cut off. Yo, hear what I'm saying? The man them that signed up to this petition, yeah, like the 10 humans that signed it, yeah, and the 2 million bots, yeah, that they botted this petition with. Like, imagine, yeah, these man botted the petition so hard, they put Keir Starmer, Angela Rayner, David Lammy, Angola, Argentina, Belgium, you know me, as people that have voted to say that they want to hear this said again in or spoke about again in Parliament. Remember, this is only going to be a debate, you know. Yeah. But it's funny still. It's this is what I was trying to say about the low level propaganda that populist leaning people or parties, far right wingers and others are able to use those skullduggery tactics. You hear me, cuz? Hey. Yo, how many I put a 1 in the chat if you believe over 2 million humans voted to have a re-election spoke about in Parliament. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe over 2 million people voted for that. Hmm? Give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, give me this, give me that, kill my enemy. You're mad. You don't want me to succeed. Die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Oh, give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. Yeah, so what you saying? None of you, not even none of you right wingers, far right leaning dons in the chat even believe that humans voted on this fucking thing yourself? Even you, man, know it's botted. This is like some... No, this is like, yeah, you see when you do crypto, you can set up a bot, yeah, to try and buy all the fucking coins or tokens, NFTs or whatever. This is like one of them ones. I'm botted March. Someone's just left the bot running and it's still going after the shit sold out. Bad. All right. So let's listen to Richard Tice explaining to you that even Richard Tice knows that this ain't gonna cause another general election, but he knows that this is gonna stoke up unrest between disgruntled and uneducated people that don't understand the rules of the Houses of Commons. It takes a vote of no confidence in the middle of someone's term for there to be a general election triggered, or the party, the Keir Starmer has to call election itself. Keir Starmer has just won 400 seats in the Houses of Parliament. How many of the 400 seats you think are going to be given a no confidence vote? Huh? How many of the 400 do you think are going to be given a no confidence vote? I remember this year. Yeah. The same people that are saying that this should be triggering a general election are the exact same people that will tell you that the same platform which hosted a reverse Brexit campaign that received over 6 million votes, but Brexit shouldn't be reversed. Now, what about the democratic vote? The democratic vote. We got to stick to the democracy. Oh, man. All right, God, man. Let's listen to Richard Tice. Yeah. Hey, Richard Tice is finessing the shit out of these, man. Oh, my days. Yeah. I don't know what benefits Reform Party is going to get from being in that position. Obviously, there's got to be some tactical benefits, and obviously financial in it. You know, mad.
UK, MP for Boston and Skegness, who asked his social media followers to help make this the biggest petition ever in the UK. Richard, very good evening. You are whistling in the wind. You do know that, don't you?
What? I mean, you've got to be ambitious in any walk of life here, you included. And so this is, so far, it is without question the fastest growing petition that I'm aware of, unless some of your brilliant listeners can correct me. And I think what it is a sign of the rapid collapse in confidence in this government. And it's about creating pressure on the governing party. And in a sense, that is actually how our politics works, isn't it? In that the opposition parties and people who are not happy try to put pressure on the government to say, look, yes, this isn't going very well. People are not very happy. Your ratings are plummeting. You need to think again on certain things. And of course, if we don't say we're unhappy, then the government assumes we're all happy and they just carry on in the disastrous route that they're taking it. So the other thing that this does, Ian, is it triggers a debate because it's gone over 100,000 votes. It should trigger a debate in either the chamber itself or in Westminster Hall. And that's a sort of like would be a mini sort of just a confidence debate in how the government is doing. And if you, after this, what I call the blunder budget, I mean, they bang on about Liz Truss's minibus budget. Well, this is the blunder budget. With everything that's going wrong, businesses are complaining. You've heard of just earlier, farmers, GPs, care providers, hospitality.
It was funny, yeah. How Richard Tice is going on like this. Botted ass vote is really the sentiment of human beings. Any online petition can get botted to fuck in it, like, so you don't know who they are unless you get the people them to state their feelings. And basically, yeah, like you're saying, when you was filling out, when you fill out the petition form, it asks you for your, it don't ask you for your address though. It asks you for your name. Are you a British citizen? And your email. You know, so you could just make an email address and give yourself a UK address. Bad.
Across the board, everybody is really struggling, and growth is down, debt is up, CPI is up. So people are not very happy at all.
No, and I get that. I'm not happy very at all on all sorts of things. The latest thing being the inheritance tax on farmers. But I mean that is. I mean they seem to have done a brilliant job in alienating all sorts of groups: pensioners, students, now farmers, and I could probably cite some more if I had my wits about me. But you do. I mean, this is not going to result in a general election, is it?
Of course, we know that, Ian. But it is all part of. It's just different ways to create pressure, to create a sense of recognition amongst the governing party that maybe this is not going very well. Maybe they've made some mistakes, and maybe they do actually need to listen. And that's how a democracy works. And so I think also it gives a sense of, people like to feel involved. People want to feel we can do something, and this is all part of it. And I think it's a great thing.
You see, you are sounding like a complete Remainer, Richard, because when you and I first started talking about politics many, many, many years ago, it must have been during the Brexit debates. And
Ian, no one's ever called me a Remainer. This is bad.
Yeah, because like he's saying, and he's about to say, time when this reversed the Brexit vote or whatever, you was against that. You know? And your vote's got less people. It's bad still, but bad. Play.
No. Let me explain. Because there was a petition then calling for a second Brexit referendum, which I was obviously vehemently against, as were you. But it got 6,103,056 signatures. Now that's treble what this has got. So surely, by that logic, you should have wanted a second referendum.
No, but I think you and I we should have a pint of Guinness on whether or not this petition actually beats that Remainer petition. The difference there, Ian, is that I think that petition thought it might actually result in a second referendum.
No, the difference between those petitions is that humans actually signed that petition, and you lot botted the fuck out of this new petition. You know what I'm saying? Like, you man botted the hell out of that petition, cuz. Oh my god. That's funny though still. And it's weird, it's like some of you not very intelligent people, I would say spazzy geniuses in the chat, or that may be pretending not to be in the chat or whatever, believe that humans voted for this. Oh man. Wait. Kill my enemy, die by fire.
We know this is not going to result in an immediate general election, but it's all part of pressure, and that's the purpose of it. Let's see where it gets to. But look, I think it is, as I say, the key thing is that the government listens to the fact that there are lots of different groups who are very, very unhappy with some of the big decisions they've made that I think are taking this country economically into a much worse place.
But they show no sign of making any meaningful U-turns on any of the issues that you've just outlined, which indicates, I mean, in some ways, that's a good thing.
Wait, hold on. Did someone just say that Jupiter said that I'm trans? You're lying. I need to hear the recording, cuz. Yeah. I need to hear the recording still. Car. And you're... Yo! No way. Les Dawson could never. Huh? Les Dawson could never. Are you mad? Les Miserables could never. Oh, man.
I mean, Margaret Thatcher was very against doing U-turns. Remember the U-turn, if you want to, the lady's not for turning. Well, I can't quite imagine Keir Starmer delivering a similar line like that. But so far, he and Rachel Reeves have shown no sign that they're going to bow to public opinion.
They haven't, but the data is starting to look very bad indeed. I mean, growth is flatlining, not what was forecast by the OBR. Debt is much higher. Debt figures out last week are much higher than the OBR was forecasting. Inflation is higher than the OBR was forecasting. And all of this data is looking bad. And I tell you what, if this continues in this direction, then the bond markets are going to get very anxious very quickly. And then the government will have to think seriously again about the direction of travel.
Yeah, you see it there? Mad. You got... Yo, imagine Les Dawson trying it, fam. You gotta be able to. Are you alright, fam? Like, people ask you, like you're a drag queen. Huh? So, yeah, crazy. The guy mad, fam. Hold on. I said, no. I said, yeah.
Almost every democratically elected government becomes unpopular at some time. If we could use petitions to force elections, almost no British governments since the war would have survived for long. A tough problem comes along. The government does something unpopular and bang. Thatcher out before she really got going. Blair out. Boris Johnson out. Second, if we were a petition or plebiscite democracy, then we would almost certainly have reversed Brexit. But third, and most important of all, we have a parliamentary system. That means that every 4 or 5 years, the elected government has to offer itself again to the voters. And if we don't like them, we kick them vigorously out. But in the meantime, we let them get on with it. And assuming a workable majority, we have something called a stable government. And stable is useful. Almost every democratically elected government becomes unpopular.
That was it, man. You know? Walk on down there, man. Bear traffic on the roadside, though, yeah. Crazy still. See, it's mad. Crazy. You make a man skank out with a lady. Yeah, but I can't believe it, son. These men are going mad, fun. Yeah? Alright. Alright. Let's pick up Labour though, man.
nice about the Starmer government. It's finally taken aim at one of the biggest tax dodges in Britain today, a loophole that lets the ultra-wealthy stash their fortunes under the guise of farming. I'm looking at you, Jeremy Clarkson, and others of your ilk. Originally, I'm a country boy who grew up in rural South Dorset and whose own family counted pig, dairy and beef farmers amongst their number. And I say it's about time Britain closed down this scam. And I'll tell you exactly why this move is a win for fairness, working people, for farmers themselves and for the future of public services. Stay tuned. Tax breaks for non-DOMs, multinational corporations allowed to avoid tax on their sales in Britain, plus the stealth tax of fiscal drag as inflation eats up our personal income tax allowances. Right now, our tax system is a joke. And the punchline? We're all paying for it. Except, of course, the very richest among us, who know exactly how to game the system. One of the worst outrages? The so-called inheritance tax relief for agricultural land. It's supposed to help hard-working farmers keep their land in the family, but in reality, it's become a billionaire's playground. The farmers' inheritance scandal is mostly bullshit. The noise is being created by the super rich in the main. The average value of farms owned by farmer families is only £2,387,000, so the average farm family won't pay tax on any inheritance. They only get taxed on anything over £3 million. So if a farm is valued at £3.5 million, they'll get taxed on £500,000. And any small farms who do hit this threshold get 10 years to pay it off at no interest. And remember, over half of British farmers have assets of £750,000 or less, nowhere near the threshold for inheritance tax.
You know why though? Because these men are just cocks for fucking celebrities and rich people. Man, just a fucking cocks, cuz. You know what I mean? Cocking for Clarkson and that. You know what I mean? Mad. Yo. Yo. These times here, Jeremy Clarkson's in a interview telling people why he bought the farmland is to avoid tax. Not to sustain food for the country or whatever. To avoid tax. So, let it play.
Labour are only after the likes of James Dyson and Jeremy Clarkson, who hide their money in farms to avoid tax that you and I would pay on our estates. Rich investors are scooping up farmland, not to farm, but to dodge inheritance tax. They're exploiting a rule meant for small, struggling family farms and are using it to shield their massive estates from the taxman. And despite what you might hear through the mainstream media, the so-called row is 99% confected. Yep, the poster boy is Jeremy Clarkson, but there are many others stirring up the farming community by amplifying disinformation. Here's a quote from Clarkson from Woman and Home. "Land is a better investment than any bank can offer. The government doesn't get any of my money when I die, and the price of the food that I grow can only go up. Yep, the result of the inheritance tax loophole was that we, Joe Public, were left footing the bill, while these rich landowners sat back and raked in the profits."
Facts. See, he told you, Debbie. You know what I mean? Like, so. Yeah, man, but you know, when you got like a massive head here and like a small little brain, rattles about like a fucking, you know, when you open a can of Coke and you drink it and you put the can lid inside it, it's like ding a ding a ding a ding. You know what I mean? Big head, little brain syndrome, mad.
Here's how it works. Agricultural land qualifies for up to 100% inheritance tax relief. So when a wealthy landowner passes on their estate, they pay nothing. Zero. Diddly squat. While the rest of us, whether small business owners like myself or any parents just trying to leave a bit for their kids as a means of financial security, get slapped with taxes that we can't avoid. How is that fair? Spoiler, it's not. I've heard some people say that farmers are a special case, that food security is an important security asset for the UK, which justifies the tax breaks. More on that later. But here's where it gets really disgusting. Many of these so-called farmers aren't farming at all. They're buying up land as a tax haven. Think hedge funds, oligarchs and tycoons who wouldn't know a combine harvester even if you gave them the key. And all the while, they're laughing at the rest of us. But the Labour government announced plans to close the loophole, and it's about bloody time. Cue outrage from the oligarchs and wealthy landowners, these poor victims of the new tax equality. The tractors converging on London earlier this week, the protests fronted by Nigel Farage, Kemi Bad Enoch and Clarkson himself were given 10 times the coverage by the BBC and the right-wing press than the marches.
Also, yeah, like there's the same people that was out there protesting with the farmers were the same group that was trying to make it illegal for people to protest and cause disruption on the roadside. They've sent Just Stop Oil protesters to jail for 4 and 5 years. They wanted to make it illegal for the Palestine and who them man there to stop flipping protesting or whatever. But it's okay when these man want to do this one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? It's alright when them man want to do their little protests about what they feel like they're being wronged about. Yeah, but no one else can protest. Send them to jail. You hear me? Or demonize them. Remember, hate marches. They're hate marches. Yeah? Man's calling for a ceasefire. Hate marches. Mad. Yo. But God, man.
For Palestine or for rejoining the EU, each of which were many magnitudes bigger in size than the farmers' protest this week. And isn't it funny how much the right-wingers normally hate public protests? The Tories even enacting the Police, Crime, Sentencing and Courts Act 2022 to crack down on public protests. Except, that is, when the protest represents something they agree with. Then public protest is suddenly a fundamental right in any democratic society. Oh, how I love the smell of hypocrisy in the morning. Now, before anyone starts worrying about real farmers, let's get one thing straight. This move by the Labour government isn't about punishing the little guy. The government has made it crystal clear that genuine working farms, the kind that feed our families and support rural communities, will still get the protections they need, and that only 500 landowners will be affected each year, with a significant number having the word Duke in their end to the population.
Pause up there for 1 sec, cuz. Yeah. That's how I keep trying to tell you, man. You man are just cucks. Just rich people's cucks. Yeah, because, how many of these dukes of so-and-so do you think are actual farmers? They're actual little farmers that's providing us the shit. Them man are still getting the breaks. These men are getting taxed about fucking time. These men have been getting bread and avoiding tax for years. Us men have been paying taxes for years. Yo, fuck that, cuz. Yeah, man. Get some of their bread instead of fucking always taking us man's bread. Oh, I don't even know. Half of you man don't even pay tax anyway. So let me speak on my behalf, innit? Yeah? Get their bread instead of coming to take my bread. Get their bread instead of taking my bread, cuz. My little bread that I'm going out there to work for. You hear me, cuz? You alright? Yo. Yeah, man. Oh, my days. The disability benefits don't get taxed. Oh, mercy. I don't know. Does workers' tax credit? You pay tax on that? I don't think so. But anyway, the poorest in society pay enough in taxes anyway. It's time to start taking some taxes from further higher up in it. Like these men don't drive on the roads, use hospitals, or use any other public services, public transport anyway. Both that. That's the volume.
Population own half the land in England.
They farmers. I don't know why I'm going for that video though. Still, is it playing? Anyway, like the point he's making there, yeah. All these lists of those people there, they ain't the farmers that's feeding the country or whatever. He's talking about the man them that's their shit's below a certain threshold. That's why they're on the calculation, right? Because they're like, right. There could be some man that's got estates above that, yeah. But the majority of man that's doing bulk of their providing to local stocks, feeding the country or whatever, their farms are under a certain amount. Huh? Go around now. Go and find out yourself, innit, man, you dickhead. Yeah, you tell me if it's false and then show me why it's false. Yeah? How about? Alright, let's see if the reception's come back. Let it play. I have to reload the video still. Reload it. Yo, can you hear me? You can hear me, yeah? That video just weren't playing still. Let me just run that video back again though, yeah? Pull up, bring it back, come rewinder. Let it play.
I can say something nice about the Starmer government. It's finally taken aim at one of the biggest tax dodges in Britain today, a loophole that lets the ultra-wealthy stash their fortunes under the guise of farming. I'm looking at you, Jeremy Clarkson, and others of your ilk. Originally, I'm a country boy who grew up in rural South Dorset and whose own family counted pig, dairy and beef farmers amongst their number. And I say it's about time Britain closed down this scam. And I'll tell you exactly why this move is a win for fairness, working people, for farmers themselves, and for the future of public services. Stay tuned. Tax breaks for non-DOMs, multinational corporations allowed to avoid tax on their sales in Britain, plus the stealth tax of fiscal drag as inflation eats up our personal income tax allowances. Right now, our tax system is a joke. And the punchline? We're all paying for it. Except, of course, the very richest among us, who know exactly how to game.
Yeah, this is why it's strange when I make these arguments, yeah, that there are more people that are on the side of the argument of trying to make like the actual richest in society pay their fair share in tax. Like you've got no way of avoiding the tax that you have to pay. Yeah, man, come and take your property away. If you do a tax return or you don't do a tax return and you've got a tax bill of a certain amount, yeah. You ain't just not being able to pay the tax bill. Furthermore, you ain't going to be able to have a meeting with Rachel Reeves and discuss how much tax you're going to decide to pay or anything like that. You're going to receive a letter saying that this is your tax bill. How do you wish to pay this? So, if you receive the letter for that, yeah, and you have to pay when you get the bill through your door, Oh, that's why these man don't fucking ever get no fucking bills through their door or nothing, man. No tax bills or not. Oh, yeah. No, it keeps happening, yeah. I keep thinking that everyone's the same, man. I gotta recognize that some people are in the underclass, innit? Like, so they're talking about rich people. They're talking about someone that's got a 6-figure salary. We're not talking about them, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man. Sorry, man. You know? I used to back it for the poor people as well, man. But I'm like, bro, I'm not too sure if I'm backing it for you, man. Let me guys.
The system. One of the worst outrages, the so-called inheritance tax relief for agricultural land. It's supposed to help hard-working farmers keep their land in the family, but in reality, it's become a billionaire's playground. The farmers' inheritance scandal is mostly bullshit. The noise is being created by the super rich in the main. The average value of farms owned by farmer families is only £2,387,000, so the average farm family won't pay tax on any inheritance. They only get taxed on anything over £3 million. So if a farm is valued at £3.5 million, they'll get taxed on £500,000. And any small farms who do hit this threshold get 10 years to pay it off at no interest. And remember, over half of British farmers have assets of £750,000 or less, nowhere near the threshold for inheritance tax. Labour are only after the likes of James Dyson and Jeremy Clarkson, who hide their money in farms to avoid tax that you and I would pay on our estates. Rich investors are scooping up farmland, not to farm, but to dodge inheritance tax. They're exploiting a rule meant for...
Like, I'd rather my parents be alive than receive the estate and all that sort of stuff there. I'd rather my grandparents still be alive than I'd rather my grandparents still be alive than receive the bread from their estate or whatever. But the same sort of thing though. If they do pass on, if they ain't passing on any farm that's under 3 mil, you're still paying inheritance tax. Unless you sign it over into a trust fund or you gift it 7 years before you die. So, and listen, if your family's got assets, like serious assets, and you may be included into these assets or whatever, that might be something that you may need to have a discussion with the people in your family, or if you've got assets that you're trying to pass down to your children or whatever, you gotta remember, yeah, there's the 7-year gift. Then obviously if the parents are married, both parents can gift a certain amount before it gets taxed. So if you meet with a accountant or financial advisor, they'll be able to tell you on, you know. Nah. Oh my days. You said crisscross. Back to front bikinis and make it jump, jump. Mad. Yeah, the HMRC love me, innit? Because I put bread in their pocket. They don't like you, man, because they have to give you bread. You hear me? Yeah. So, anyway, man, go on. Let it play.
Small, struggling family farms and are using it to shield their massive estates from the taxman. And despite what you might hear through the mainstream media, the so-called row is 99% confected. Yep, the poster boy is Jeremy Clarkson, but there are many others stirring up the farming community by amplifying disinformation. Here's a quote from Clarkson from Woman and Home. "Land is a better investment than any bank can offer. The government doesn't get any of my money when I die, and the price of the food that I grow can only go up. Yep, the result of the inheritance tax loophole was that we, Joe Public, were left footing the bill, while these rich landowners sat back and raked in the profits. Here's how it works. Agricultural land qualifies for up to 100% inheritance tax relief. So when a wealthy landowner passes on their estate, they pay nothing. Zero. Diddly squat. While the rest of us, whether small business owners like myself or any parents just trying to leave a bit for their kids as a means of financial security, get slapped with taxes that we can't avoid. How is that fair? Spoiler, it's not. I've heard some people say that farmers are a special case, that food security is an important security asset for the UK, which justifies the tax breaks. More on that later. But here's where it gets really disgusting. Many of these so-called farmers aren't farming at all. They're buying up land as a tax haven. Think hedge funds, oligarchs and tycoons who wouldn't know a combine harvester even if you gave them the key. And all the while, they're laughing at the rest of us. But the Labour government announced plans to close the loophole, and it's about bloody time. Cue outrage from the oligarchs and wealthy landowners, these poor victims of the new tax equality. The tractors converging on London earlier this week, the protests fronted by Nigel Farage, Kemi Bad Enoch and Clarkson himself were given...
Actually, that's the whole thing. The farmers should be rushing Farage. They should rush him about... You know what I'm saying? They should be rushing Farage cuz about, yo, hey pussy, if it weren't for you cuz, gassing everyone up, gaslighting the place. Yeah, man, fry Molotov cocktails all over the place, yeah? Then, boy. Oh, man. It's mad stuff. Oh, man. It's mad still. Crazy. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, right now I'm flying into central London, you know. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the farmers should be rushing Nigel Farage, cuz. Yeah. The farmers should have rushed Farage, cuz, yo, if it weren't for my man gaslighting these other dons, you wouldn't even need these extra subsidies. you would have had your subsidies, you would have had yourselves, international business would have been popping off. Yeah, would have took a lesser hit on inflation. The power of the pound would be stronger. Yeah, so does anyone have a self-investment pension, private pension? Do you receive statements from your pension? If not, start saving up. You could do simple ones with like something like Pound B and others. Even Vanguard or so Randy, you see, yeah, you know around that Brexit time, yeah. You know around that Brexit time, yeah. You see your pension, yeah. Their pension, the statement, yeah. The projection wasn't going in the same direction, right? Huh? Mad. So, listen, now, one of the only papers that can't lie to you about the state of the economy, yeah, is the fucking Financial Times. They can't lie in it because their things on actual making money in it. They have to tell the truth, bro. When it goes up, it's up. When it's going down, it's going down. I have to tell you the truth, cuz. But, you know, I don't know why you man keep begging for this. Like, you use that whole Jupiter in some super high regard, like she's actually an important person. Like, no one gives a shit about Jupiter or a stupid opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? People watch her channel because she would just say the dumbest shit in the world and start fucking raging, doing the menopause rage or whatever, talking about whatever she's talking about. So, who gives a fuck about Jupiter's stupid opinion, man? No scholar grade, nothing. Yeah, so stop telling me about Jupiter every 2 seconds in the chat then, man. You know? I already gave my reply. Even Jupiter knows she looks like Les Dawson, man. Behave yourself, man. Come on, stop it. I don't know what you're talking about, cuz like. Oh, I don't know what you. I don't even know what Jupiter's on, man. I don't care what Jupiter's on. Yeah. Soros broke the pound back in the day, innit? But I'm saying that when they're giving you any sort of updates on the state of the market or whatever, they have to give you what they see. They can't tell you, they can't Nigel Farage you in it and tell you everything's going good when they know it's not. They can't Richard Tice you in it. Like Richard Tice has got like mad mills to be able to spend on campaigns, finessing people for a good few years. He don't need no bread because he's already up in it. The movement. Hey, this is the it's delusion of grandeur on there, cuz man. The man them thinking they're important. Like again, even my who gives a fuck about what I say? I ain't no fucking important person. I can't just give him my fucking stupid opinion on these dumb topics. So fucking what? suffering from delusion of grandeur if you're actually a thought. You're an idiot. You know what I mean? Mad out here, cuz. You don't live near Storm Shadow Missile Factory. What's that? I don't even know where that is still. What is it in Greenwich? I never heard of no missile factory in Greenwich. I don't know, is there any factories in Greenwich? I don't even think there is, man. There's a beer factory. You know what I mean? Well, go on then. Let it play. Play, man.
10 times the coverage by the BBC and the right-wing press than the marches for Palestine or for rejoining the EU, each of which were many magnitudes bigger in size than the farmers' protest this week. And isn't it funny how much the right-wingers normally hate public protests? The Tories even enacting the Police, Crime, Sentencing and Courts Act 2022 to crack down on public protests. Except, that is, when the protest represents something they agree with. Then public protest is suddenly a fundamental right in any democratic society. Oh, how I love the smell of hypocrisy in the morning. Now, before anyone starts worrying about real farmers, let's get one thing straight. This move by the Labour government isn't about punishing the little guy. The government has made it crystal clear that genuine working farms, the kind that feed our families and support rural communities, will still get the protections they need, and that only 500 landowners will be affected each year, with a significant number having the word Duke in their title. 1% of the population own half the land in England. The media have portrayed a very distorted view of the countryside, how land is used and who owns it. All these people, the billionaires, the opportunists like Clarkson, they're done for. This is about making sure the ultra-wealthy finally pay their fair share. And let's talk about why that matters. Inheritance tax isn't about penalising success, it's about funding a society that works for everyone. Schools, hospitals, infrastructure, the things we all rely on, they don't pay for themselves. But when the richest get away with paying nothing, the rest of us end up carrying the load. I've also never really understood why people get so much more emotional about inheritance tax than they do about income tax or VAT.
But that's true though, cuz. Like you're saying now, what, they have to rise the cost of living if they're not taking the taxes off these man to fix any of the broken shit. Even, think about this shit. Think about how the whole world, got finessed. So America, Pussy Clout America, and the bankers went through some financial crash. Who paid for the financial crash? Did the bankers have to repay it back? Or did the poor people have to repay the bank's mistake? Brother, that's the beginning of the the downward trajectory from that 2008 crash, then COVID and Brexit. Them three there, cheats. Yeah. It's like the coffin maker. Them three there was the coffin makers, you hear me? I'm about to put the final nail in the coffin. You hear me, cuz? Alright, Bob. Let it play.
Personally, I'd rather pay my taxes when I'm dead than when I'm alive. And the numbers speak for themselves. Closing this loophole will bring in hundreds of millions of pounds each year. Imagine what that could do for our struggling NHS or our crumbling schools. Instead of lining the pockets of absentee landowners, we could be investing in the things that make Britain better. But of course, the usual wealthy suspects are already out in force, crying foul. They're spinning the same tired lies. It's an attack on farmers. It's anti-business. It'll wreck the countryside. What a load of bollocks. Let's be real. Most of the people who are loudest about this policy aren't the ones milking cows at dawn or harvesting crops in the rain, although some of that group have been fired up by your Farages and Clarksons, your Daily Telegraphs and your Daily Mails. But no, the biggest whingers are the ones ripping off their workers while also whinging about employers' national insurance increases. It's the same people. Think about it. Why should a genuine family farmer who's busting their back to keep their farm running be lumped into the same category as a billionaire who's never worked a day on their land? And although I've not been very forthcoming in any praise for Starmer's government so far, I have to say Labour's plan finally makes the distinction. Fair play. And it's not just about fairness, it's about farmland isn't just a tax loophole, it's a finite resource. When the ultra-wealthy buy it up to hoard wealth, it drives up prices, pushes out local farmers, and concentrates land ownership in fewer and fewer hands. That's bad for farming. That's bad for farmers, bad for the economy, and bad for all of us. So let's call this what it is, a step towards tax justice, a system where the richest actually contribute, where loopholes aren't an endless buffet for the powerful, and where farming is about farming, not tax dodging. Labour's decision isn't just a policy tweak, it's a line in the sand. It says no more free rides for the billionaires at our expense, and I for one am all for it. But what do you think? Is Labour right to take on this fight? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're as tired as I am of the rich getting away with everything, smash that like button and share. It isn't just a
Oh. Yeah, you know what to do, man. Gave you the instructions, did it? Smash the like. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well, man. Truth to Power. Yeah. I'll tell you what, yeah, both channels, like, yeah, being challenged on the points that they're making it. Especially if it's like a challenge where, you know? But let's look at this. DJ H Show, aka Jafar the Black Man. Mad. Roscoe said you shook to debate him. Bruv, come on, man. Danny Roscoe's another habitual bullshit chatter. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? He made up a whole position that I allegedly stand on. He's a fucking lunatic. What's his debate anyway, man? I asked him what's his debate or whatever. He's like, you gotta get 5 people. It'll be the biggest debate of the century. The coconuts versus the whatever, and whatever, man. Brother, you chatting doo-doo, man. Imagine the man them hate racial abuse, bro. Racial abuse is his fantasy. He loves it. That's fantasy shit for him. Like any of them mans call him a black this or nigger or anything. You know what I'm saying? You know? The man them, your spider senses are tingling like raw. Man. We love it. Yeah, I'm shook to debate Spazzy Danny Roscoe. What the fuck point is he actually going to make? He's going to say the blacks, the blacks, the blacks, the blacks. Who the fuck are the blacks? What are you talking about? Like? Man. The blacks, the blacks. The blacks are complaining because they're not getting treated equally. Yeah? And you got a problem with that. Yeah. Oh, man. That's what's funny about these youths, yeah. My man's gonna have an issue with yeah, with the man them saying that black people should be treated equally within the UK. I swear down, yeah, Danny Roscoe will make an argument to me to say that we should be treated less than other citizens within the UK. Just because you're of a different race or ethnicity. Okay. Can't be shook to the day, Danny. You gotta behave yourself, man. You know what's gonna happen, yeah? We're going away this weekend, man, so, but, yeah, you're lucky still. Mad yo. But you see all this? Where these pussios keep questioning you. You see, like, even a pussio like Bamba Clark 7. How the fuck? How cheeky, yeah? And how much of a fucking spaz do you have to be, yeah? To be someone that is constantly being racist on people's panels, saying racist shit, to jump into someone else's channel to call them a race baiter. Brother, you okay? You spastic donut, bro. Like, you actually are on panels calling people racist shit. I want to hear you talking about race baiting. Oh, race bait, Are you mad? A 1-star holiday. I said a 1-star holiday of teaming. Yeah, it's mad. Imagine. That's what's funny as well, you know. Imagine a racist complaining about racism. What? This is what I keep trying to tell you, guys. This is some Uno reverse season that we're in right now. Like, actual racist motherfuckers are complaining about racism. Crazy, cuz. These times, yeah, Seven's looking like Frank Gallagher from fucking Bingo trying to tell me about race bait, man. Shut up, man. Get some self-respect back in your crotch. Brother, you alright, bro? Are you gay? You want to see my fucking body size? Are you alright, bro? Why are you gay? What kind of weirdo business is this? Now you got oh, Benny's guy in Poland to see the in-laws. Mad. What kind of lava? They say you took a pitch off the net and stood in front of it and pretending you're on holiday. That's not me on holiday in the UK. Brother, you know what's weird though? Yeah? Like, imagine these man, some like, I don't know if any of them other ones even have been on holiday, or when the last time any of them did go on holiday. And you're going on some 1-star holiday. Like, you know, stop showing off dead. I'd rather go to a caravan. You know what I mean? But said Poland. Brother, listen, yeah. This is the weirdest thing in the world, yeah. The man them don't want to be insulted, yeah. But are trying to find yeah, man, them man are dickhead, bro. I don't. You ain't clocked on though. That's what it is. Real issue is. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you what the real issue is? Yeah. The real issue is that there's no one that's paying for fucking StreamYards to let these lots just sit there and chat shit. Oh, my wife's Italian now. I'm gonna have to sort of give her the update. You're not Polish no more, you're Italian. Imagine all these mad stories, yeah. I actually went home to speak to my missus about someone that looks like a transvestite on the internet. About just anything. Like, why? Why? No. Why? Yeah, you like so much here that it's like. That's why people watch what you're doing, isn't it? Because we chat so much shit, and you will flip flop, you will change position, you will lie. You even admit that you've lied. Later on, you know, like 3 months down the line, you're gonna admit that you lied. That's mad. Yeah. Idiot. What? Grot bags. Remember when you was Barney and I called you grot bags? Yo, and why did I call you grot bags? You tried to diss my missus, brother. You mad? Idiot. Behave yourself, man. Yo, these guys chat so much shit. Yeah. At like, I'm dashing stones at them. I ain't dashed no stones at you yet, man. I ain't come out my bag and just made no insult about any of you idiots for no reason once. You know what I mean? So, stop lying. Stop lying. Mad still. The funniest thing was that, imagine how angry, hey, listen, yeah? Think about this, yeah? Alright, would you be more angry if someone said that they wish child abuse could happen to your grandchildren? Or if someone had a picture of your friend's big face and was asking who's on steroids? Which one would you be more angry about? Huh? What would you be more angry about? Would you be more angry if someone said that they was going to do a prayer so your grandchildren can get abused, or if someone said who's on, what's it called? Who's on Reds? I said Rasta man don't apologize to no prospects. You're idiot. Oh shit. Yeah, because I didn't mean to make her fucking cry. Fuck, you know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want you to cry and shit. I'm just like, oh, you're insulting my wife. I'm gonna insult you then, obviously. You get me? It's mine. Boy, I listen, yeah. I'm not gonna do though, innit, yeah. What you won't see, yeah, is no video of me in those speedos. Yeah, back to front. Yeah. You won't see a video of me in no back to front speedos. Yeah. While fucking Kate's holding the camera. Yeah, and I'm trying to do some seductive dance in the Bob McClark screen. Yeah, that's what you won't see. Yeah. You hear me? I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Oh no, I won't do. Mad. She wants to see you in speedos. bad. Man. Trying to take bad man for Jupiter, you know. In the back to front speedos. Yeah, we doing the butterfly and that. Are you alright? Yo. Yeah, lava settings, man. You think man's a fish? Oh, man. This place is so shit for parking. You know what happens here? You get here, yeah. You actually know there's going to be no parking, innit? Like, when I pull up here, I know there's actually no parking. Yeah. No, right outside. What's that church called? What's the church opposite the House of the Parliament's called? Mm. Yeah, hey, big man things. You know about sardine, mackerel, chicken back, chicken foot. Nothing I left, nothing I dash with. Oh, man. The rigor mortis. I lie. Duppy dance. I don't know what. I don't know if that was a dance anyway, yeah. That was some duppy moving. That looked like it had died time ago. I remember, bad man don't wear speedos, man. Yeah, and it weren't me that was playing the video, you know. It weren't me that played the video, you know. It was on that was on Jedi's channel. He played that video. Yeah. He used to play the video, you know, like anytime someone said something or it was getting noisy or whatnot. Yeah. You see, like it was like one of these ones. It's getting noisy in there. People were making up noise. Rah 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 rah. I would have put on. You get me? These times there was a video of Mad. You know what's mad as well, yeah? When you got like a massive body and little arms. I lie? These guys here, cuz, man, we never done that, cuz, man. Yeah. Yeah, there's 5 of them already, cuz, man. There's already 5. There's Street Mikes, that Shady Don, the other Nigerian Don. Yeah. Man, I used to put in, well, not me anyway. I never used to put on. Yeah, big up, big up, big up. Oh, hey, hey, we man. Man, so what you say? So wait, hold on. You saying Danny Roscoe saying that he wants 5 black people to debate against him and another 4 black people about what? That's what I keep saying to him. Well, about what though? What are you saying? What's the topic? What are you talking about? Yeah, he ain't said nothing. Big up, love is law, man. Man like K, you know. Come on. Mate, Anglia, Great Britain again. Are you correct, you know? Are you walk on? Long time. It's the black alt-right versus the black supremacists. See, this is what I keep trying to say, bro. You mislabeled and just weirdly judge people on some weirdness, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know when anyone told you that I was some black supremacist or that I'm out here only talking about how black people need to do this, that, and the other. And I spoke in terms of poor people, innit? Like, differently. Black people are a very small minority of the UK, innit? Like, so, mad. I said, we man can train Veli's team. Yo, the black Marxists. Yeah, it's mad still. Man said Polish supremacist. Oh, man. If you don't support them, yeah, of course. Hey, DJ, that's what it is really, you know. Really and truly, Danny wants me to join the team. Yeah? But I'm like, bro, I'm not on your team, cuz. Because I'm not sure about what you're campaigning for, bro. You know what I mean? Mm-mm. Hey, that was a funny debate still. That's what I keep trying to say, that Rob, man's got the wrong. If he wants to debate against actual proper, like real pro-black Pan-Africans, sort of people like that, you know. Pro-black Pan-African wouldn't see me as a Pan-African. A pro-black dude would be like, yo, you know, Benny, he's pro-black. So, you know, just keep mislabeling. I'm not even sure if there would be any sort of Pan-Africans or pro-black people that would actually even be interested in speaking to Danny Roscoe and the stuff that he wants to speak about. They're just gonna say mad crazy stuff in it about how much they will fucking wanna lick Tommy Robinson's batty and all this sort of stuff. There, you're all weird. So I don't think that you'll be able to find 5 Pan-African people or pro-black people that would even want to have a discussion with Danny Roscoe, Shady Shay, the other Bukhari. Man's name is Bukhari, you know. Are you mad? Hey, yo. I don't know how that's happened, yeah. How you are anti-Islamic and your name's Bukhari. That's mad. Yeah. That is funny still. Yeah. I mean, is that actually a joke? I don't actually. Nah. Is his name really Bukhari, yeah? Mad. And what do they want to debate about? Well, so that if Danny wants to debate me, I'll debate him, innit? Like, about whatever, innit? Like, but you have to bring out actual topic, cause, yeah. Or if you want me to pick a topic here, I will just smash you up about Jamal Hijazi, innit? Yeah. How about that? Mhm. Yeah, man. So just be that. You know what I mean? Hey, but listen, man. I need to go and do some work though. Still. So you know the slogan, guys. Don't like me, you're fit. Hey, pardon me. Yeah, but before we go, yeah, let's take a quick little look at this.
Make this make sense for me. Nigel Farage has started going against the World Health Organization. He's helped to found a pressure group that wants to, quote, reform or replace the World Health Organization, called Action on World Health. On their website, they are foaming at the mouth about countries putting, quote, restrictions and mandates on the food you eat, the alcohol and sodas you drink, the treatments you receive, as well as vaping products. Note the vaping part of that specifically, because we're going to come back to it. They also have this promotional video about this where they cut shots of Coke bottles and a greasy hamburger.
Want to tax what you drink, tell you what you can and can't eat, take away your booze.
So, despite what they say, it's not giving that they care about your health. One of the people who helped Farage launch this pressure group is David Roach, who's heavily involved with the Global Institute for Novel Nicotine, which lobbies for novel nicotine products, that's the heated tobacco, vapes and nicotine pouches, which have been linked to addiction and smoking in young people. Here's the real ball drop moment. The World Health Organization is currently calling for stronger regulation on exactly these products. So it's kind of making sense now. But when we asked whether Big Nicotine was paying for Action on World Health, Roach said it wasn't, but he wouldn't tell us who was. mystery. The campaign is all over the Telegraph, the Sun, the Express, and on Talk TV, where their claims have been often promoted without challenge. The group even has its own parliamentary wing. So they're being heard. They won't tell us who's paying, but it's basically looking like a dark money campaign. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I always like reading what you say, so give me your take. Okay.
Yo, all right, hold on. Before we run this last one, yeah? Whoa.
Tell you what you...
One sec. Yeah, so... yeah, man, before we run this last one, yeah, Danny, man, get your list of what you want to try to debate. Let me know and all that sort of shit there. Let me see if we can line that up still. But shut up, man, like the DJ, you know. Yeah? Covered, yeah? Hey, let it play.
Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at arrests by ethnicity and area. And this debate features Vladimir Banksy style, Jupiter affiliated and based Welshman. All right, let's get into this.
You did try it though, yeah. I recognise it.
Can you send us a link and put it in the back chat? Dude, I can put things in the back chat.
I'll put the link to it in the back chat. Yeah. And then I'll say, let me read it out first, and then I'll say, but you did a good trick though. That was slick though. Still, yeah. Well done. I'll give you a round of applause.
What do you mean? I just showed you
it was from the government. Wait, hold on. But let me hold on. Let me read it out. Yeah. Let me read it out though. Yeah, because it says, wait, hold on though, because it says number of arrests. Yeah, total of arrests in thousands, in by numbers. Yeah, 11,679. Yeah, so 12.6. Yeah, 344 of them arrests were Asian people. Yeah, 12.8, 344. Yeah, okay. 32.6. Yeah, 219. Yeah, so 219 people was arrested, but that equals 32.6 of the black community because they're the smallest community within there. So it's the smallest number, yeah, or one of the smallest numbers, yeah, but it's going to be a bigger bar because of per capita, there's less of them there. So,
all right, and that's the point. What we're going to do is we're going to divide these figures by 52 and we're going to count these arrest figures as they were actual convictions. So let's start with the black group. 2019 arrests over a year. That would work out at around 4 convictions a week. Let's look at the white group. 10,326 arrests over the year. That would work out at around 193 convictions. So I asked you, which group should you be more concerned with? The black group that only has around 4 convictions a week, or the white group that has 193 convictions a week? Which group are you more at risk from? That's what I ask you people. Thanks for tuning in.